when it comes to tariffs, here locally, ABC 45 has been continuing to track the prices of 20 items to better understand how they are influencing people's decisions when it comes to buying groceries at the store. All of these economic factors from tariffs and stock market changes. ABC 45's Casey Zanowick takes another look at the numbers today and has more on how those prices have been impacted.
Ashley, it's been almost a month since we started this initiative, and we've seen various changes to both everyday items and those bigger splurges many people make. This week, we're seeing the most shifts as 7 of our 20 items saw a change in price. And changes like that are causing some Americans to worry.
Tariffs are one of the biggest aspects that are on people's minds.
A new Elon University poll showcasing that 65% of Americans are worried about the impact tariffs may have. Jason Husser, director of the poll, explaining the differences based on party lines.
What we're finding right now is that not all Americans are on edge, but at least a solid group of independents are concerned right now, and Democrats are very worried.
Luckily, this week we did see some positives with prices. Bread and milk staying consistent at their new price from last week, the price of eggs actually decreasing, going from $6.29 to $5.99 instead. Avocados also seeing a positive change. However, some other food items were hit. The price of chocolate going up $1, and bananas seeing an increase from 59 to 65 cents per pound. Other items like home essentials and clothing and shoes didn't see any changes. Gas also consistent, and batteries seeing a slight positive change, decreasing by about 90 cents since last week. The price of cars, however, seeing an increase, the average price going back up to just over $48,000. More movement seen for the price of washing machines as well, continuing to increase this week, now up by about $50. Now, while a lot of movement right now, Husser says people don't really plan to make changes to their spending.
1/3 of Americans report planning to spend less. 47% don't really plan to make any changes, and only 3% of people said they're planning to spend more in the current climate.
And he expects these opinions to stay relatively the same.
We're finding Republicans are still sticking with him for the most part when it comes to tariff. Even among his people opposed to him, they still see that tariffs may have some benefits. They're just seeing the cost in terms of higher prices outweighing those benefits.
A reminder, this is just a snapshot of prices right now. These prices could look a little higher or lower depending on where you shop. And as new tariffs come into play or are revoked, we could see these prices shift even further in the future. In the studio, I'm Casey Zanowick, ABC 45 News, standing up for you.